Our story starts in a small, pretty, isolated village called Goan. You know, the type of place where the nights get really dark, the fog rolls in thick, and a story you're about to hear is about to unfold. It's one that starts with just a whisper, and, well, it ends in a scream. I already paid that day. Just imagine hearing that from a passenger who's just gotten into your cab. This one simple, kind of confusing phrase is exactly where our story kicks off. And for the four Toto drivers of Ghar, this sentence is about to become a truly terrifying omen. Okay, so it all begins with one of the drivers, a guy named Guru. His first-hand account of what happened to him one night would establish a pattern of supernatural terror that was going to haunt every single one of them. So, picture this. It's a cold night. You've got these four local Toto drivers, all friends, huddled around a fire, just waiting for the last train to pull in. All of a sudden, their buddy Guru pulls up, and his face is just pale, totally shaken. He's just had an encounter, and the story he's about to tell, well, it's the start of everything. What Guru describes isn't just a weird fare. It's a clear, repeatable pattern. First, a mysterious old man flags him down out of nowhere. He asks for a ride to the totally deserted fields of Goan, but when Guru asks for the fare, the man just hands him an old newspaper. And then, poof, he vanishes, leaving Guru completely terrified and alone on a dark road. So, this eerie encounter becomes this cautionary tale that all the drivers are talking about. But when the very same ghost shows up again, two drivers are going to make two very different choices, setting off a fatal game of greed. A few nights later, the station is dead quiet. Two of the other drivers, Baloo and Munna, are just about to pack it in for the night when this figure just sort of emerges from the thick fog. And, yup, it's him, the same old man from Guru's story. Suddenly, that spooky tale they heard around the fire is standing right in front of them, and they've got a choice to make. And this is where their paths really split. Baloo, he remembers Guru's terrifying story, and he's like, nope, I'm out. It's better just go home. He's not taking any chances. But Munna, he just scoffs at the story. He sees an opportunity and says, I'll get the money tonight. While Baloo wisely leaves, Munna, driven by his own greed, decides to stay. Munna has made his choice. So, let's follow him on what is about to become his very last ride. As he drives deeper and deeper into the foggy night, he's about to find out that his passenger isn't just some strange old man, but a terrifying echo from a past he thought was long buried. So as Munna's driving, he casually glances into his rearview mirror. And in that 1 second, his blood just runs cold. Because instead of his passenger's eyes, he sees two glowing, burning embers staring right back at him. In that moment, even with the cold air, he's drenched in sweat. He realizes this is no ordinary fare. This is something else entirely. I mean, how is that even possible? That's the question just screaming in Munna's head. He whips his head back to the road, then dares to take another look in the mirror. And the eyes are normal again. Was it just a trick of the fog, a reflection, or is reality itself starting to completely fall apart around him? Out of nowhere, Munna has to slam on the brakes. The fog clears for just a second, and he sees it. The very same old man who was sitting in his back seat a moment ago is now standing in the middle of the road, blocking his path. He glances back. The seat is empty. He's arrived at the desolate Gao field. Munna, still trying to act tough, he gets out of the car and demands his money. The old man doesn't say a word. He just hands him a yellowed, crumpled piece of newspaper. And on it, there's a headline from 6 months ago. It reads, "In the fields of Goan, a body was found. The name was Madan Log." And in that moment, it all comes crashing down on Munna, the horrifying truth. Madan Lal, or Madan Babu as people called him, he remembers him now. 6 months ago, on this very road, in this exact spot, Munna robbed that helpless old man of 100 rupees, and then just left him in the cold to die. The ghost isn't just a ghost, it's his victim. So, this is it. The final act. This was never a random haunting. This was a calculated revenge mission. Tonight is the night of justice, where a debt that was created by greed is finally going to be paid in blood. The karmic math here is just perfect, isn't it? 6 months ago, Madan Baibu was murdered. Tonight,
Munna faces his justice. You can draw a straight, brutal, and totally inescapable line between those two events. The past has finally come to collect its due. And then the ghost of Madan Babu speaks, and his voice is just filled with this ancient cold. "I've been searching for you for 2 months," he says. "I brought other drivers here hoping it was you, but it never was. Today, I found you, and no one can save you." This just reveals the chilling purpose behind all the other hauntings. It was never random. It was a hunt. Muna screams for his life, but his pleas are just lost in the empty fields. And the aftermath of this one night of terror, well, it would leave a permanent, unspoken fear hanging over the entire village.
The next morning, a truly grim discovery is made. Muna's body is found right in the exact spot where Madan Babu's was found 6 months earlier, and his body was in the same brutalized condition. The ghost had delivered a perfectly mirrored, perfectly horrific revenge. If you want to know the lasting impact of this story, you can measure it with a single, chilling number. 0. After what happened to Muna, none of the Toto drivers ever dared to work at night again. The fear of that vengeful ghost was enough to completely shut down their nighttime livelihood. You know, the ghost was never seen again after that night. But the legend, it lives on, hanging over that village like a permanent fog. And it leaves all of us with one final unsettling question. Who knows when Madan Babu, his vengeance satisfied for now, might just venture out again, looking for another ride.